everyone, and welcome to Makeup Monday. I'm aware that I'm looking a little pale right now. Part of it's because I'm wearing my fiance shirt and a really dark lipstick, and the other part is because I'm wearing a foundation color called Too Faced Born This Way in Vanilla, and I really should have chosen light beige. It came in a sample pack, so it's not that big a deal. But ooh, do I love this foundation. I haven't had it in like a year because I tend to only buy foundations one at a time and then just use them up unless I can't stand them. So I've been using other foundations, but this brings me lots of joy. Anywho, I went to the store and I'm going to be presenting you with a drugstore haul. Let's get some of the boring stuff out of the way, the non-beauty stuff. I'm a girl. I'm a real girl. YouTubers, big and small, all feel the need to explain this to people. But got some of those. They can just go on the floor. These are the whole thing fell. Then these were on sale for like 10 cents. It says 98 cents, but they were just these cute little skeleton bags, and I love making treat bags at Halloween, so having some backup. The whole thing was almost all gone and picked over, but there were still a couple cute things like these that I went and grabbed. I also got my favorite shampoo, well, my favorite conditioner anyway, but the shampoo is amazing too. It's the Clear Scalp and Hair. I've used it consistently for several years, ever since it came out. I really enjoy it myself. I also got some Crest 3D White toothpaste because I was out of toothpaste necessities. I also bought this lighter for things like the candle back there. Can you see the candle, or am I in the way? There you go. Ha. But it's just a regular old lighter for me to light candles and light my things that I make seal stamps with. I got these Goody Ouchless neutral color things, a couple brown, some white, some black, and some gray, just because I needed some hair ties. I'm always doing this to my hair. And now on to the fun stuff, the fun beauty related things. You're going to notice that I may have been obsessively watching Emily Noel's Drugstore and Elf videos. Maybe you might catch on to that. If you don't, I just revealed it all. Spoiler alert! Now, based on her recommendation, I already have been using this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. It's the one that has a slightly pink tone to it, but look how nice this bottle looks. It has this, the frosted kind of look, even though it's plastic and not glass. It has it just looks nice and beautiful. So I got the hydrating primer. I didn't take this out of the box because it looks like this, only with a green tint. And there's another one. This is actually sort of a sea green tint. There's another one that has a very spring green tint that's supposed to be a corrector. But with it being the winter, it does come off clear. It says so right there at the bottom. But it's just so you can tell the difference. I think it's just the frosted bottle itself that makes that color thing. Also from e.l.f., the highly recommended from Emily Noel, I got this lip exfoliator. Now, the box, I had fun with the box. Thank Peaches I opened this stuff before I got on camera, because otherwise, like, this part folds in, okay? So it has this, like, bottom holding part, and the same thing happens with this part. It has, like, a folding flat bottom that folds in, and you have to pull that out because it stops at either end. So you have to push those things out in order to get this out. Even though it's just a normal size, lipstick size thing, it comes in this very elongated box. Why? I don't know. But there are 3 flavors. There's a grapefruit, this is the rose, and then there's coconut. Again, as I said, I chose the rose, and it's just a typical lipstick, but you rub it on your lips and use it as an exfoliator. So fantastic. Again, with the winter, the drying of the lips, the drying of the skin, the drying out of life. It just happens. Yeah, I got those two things. Then I also got this EOS lip balm in pomegranate raspberry. I have never had an EOS lip balm before. I know I'm behind. Everyone loves them. That's fantastic. But I finally decided to just get one. And it actually smells really, really good. I'm very enamored by this. And it feels so soft. There's no color to it. It's just the little, you all know. I don't need to show you. I'm the one who's new to it, not you. Something you might be new to, and I'm new to as well, is this Soleil Pure Detox Mud Sheet Mask. It says it refines pores and detoxes. This is a no-mess mud sheet mask. Now that's very interesting, but it's, it says to cleanse the skin thoroughly, apply a toner or a serum, apply the mask to the face, aligning everything, leave on for 30 to 40 minutes. This is a long one. A lot of the Soleil sheet masks and things are 10 minutes or immediate takeoff kind of things, like their bubble mask and their gommage peeling mask. Oh, the air smells so nice because of the candle. It smells like hot cocoa. I think that's what it is. It's warm cocoa something from Bath and Body Works. But anyway, this has charcoal and kaolin mud. Those are common in the Soleil Korean line. I have never disliked anything from this brand. The only things that I was kind of like, oh, I'm not going to repurchase were the sleeping masks, like the acacia berry sleeping mask, and then there's a blueberry sleeping mask. Everything else has been fantastic from them. And so I was really interested. I was like, a clay mask in a sheet. All right, I'm willing to give that a try. Then from Wet n Wild, I got this. I realized recently that I don't own any highlighters. Like I used up the only 2 highlighters I had in my last Project 10 pan, but I realized I would use them a lot more if I had them in a powder form. So I got this gorgeous rose gold because I love to wear golds a lot during the holiday season. So I went out and I got this. It has this beautiful petal leaf imprint on it. It's called Precious Petals. And it's just this gorgeous, gorgeous, shimmering, beautiful, soft, smooth highlight. Wet n Wild, there's never going to be a complaint from me about Wet n Wild. At least not thus far in my experience with them. One moment. Hello again. My battery was dying and needed recharged. This one, not me. I'm very charged, very energetic. I'm crazy. Anyway, there's a new brand at Walmart or in the drugstore. I've only seen it at Walmart, and it's from the UK. We've had a lot in the last year. The US has had a lot of recent UK brands being brought in. Makeup Academy or MUA came in. The one with a whole bunch of palettes. I forget what they're called. I'll link them below or put the name somewhere over here if I think about it. But there have been a lot of UK brands, and let me tell you, that's perfectly fine with me. Bring Illamasqua. Illamasqua start just having things in the US. I will happily work at one and be a part of that joy because love. Anywho, but it's this brand called Kokie, and it has a little elephant. It's Kokie Professional, and I bought this little brush, and that's what it's called. It's called the BR610 Small Shadow Brush. So it actually comes in an official, pop-off plastic case. And it has an end like a classic chopstick. It's actually squared off and flat to hold. And it has the number and everything at the end over here, which is might turn out backwards. This is fairly soft, but it's a pretty dense and, as it suggests, small brush. Again, I don't understand why we have to have these elongated cases for these smaller makeup items, but I was looking through my brush collection and I'm thinking, I don't have enough eye brushes. I'm constantly cleaning, spot cleaning and full cleaning my eye brushes because I use them all the time and don't have enough for, for several days in a row. I also got the brands. This is the EL530 Deepest Black Velvet Smooth Eyeliner. This says to sharpen before each use. Okay. I don't normally enroll myself to such activities, but very well. Come out. Come out. I opened it at the bottom, but it still, as you can see, was a little rough. But this says that it is waterproof, very important, and that this was made in Germany. The brush was made in the UK. I know because I read the back of it. All right. So is it a German brand? Is it just a giant Kokie? Oh, well. I don't know. Maybe it's something else. I can't open this lid. Hold on a second. Gotta do some lid opening. I do not even want to know how long it took me to forcibly pull this thing off. But in the meantime, I did a little research on Google, and this Kokie brand, it was actually made in Maryland, US, but apparently they just the mother brand is from the UK. They've been doing cosmetics for 20 years, but Kokie was established in 2015. I don't know where else it was ever sold. It was put into I guess Ipsy bags, and it had a whole bunch of those little distribution type bags listed on it. I've never received any of those bags, so maybe you've seen that if you've received any of them. But this seems like it's going to be a nice eyeliner. It's not the most dark I've ever gotten, but it says Deepest Black. And it looks black. It feels smooth. I really hope that it's not it took so long to just pull this off. I was sitting there peeling at stuff. I don't even want to get into it. But apparently they were made in the US and they just distribute their makings of things all over the place, because upon closer inspection, this brush was actually made in Korea. And the Kokie is the Korean word, or derives from the Korean term for elephant, which is why it's their brand, and it represents strength and wisdom and all kinds of nice stuff that they think are beautiful too. That's what the little Our Story thing says when you go to their website. This was made in PRC, so everything has it. And this was just this little palette. It has these stripes on it, so you can't see anything. But it has these colors in it. It's kind of a neutral palette, but it has some sparkles. 5 of the 9 are sparkly, shimmering wonders. That you can see that black one's really. This one is called Smolder eyeshadow palette. Oh, there's a little sheet in there. I didn't even know that because it didn't stay on top of this. And then 4 of them are mattes. And this is kind of on camera it might look like a black or a gray, but in real life it's kind of a green color. Then we have a sparkly charcoal blue and some nice transition colors and highlight colors going on up here. Ooh, they feel nice and smooth. Isn't that wonderful? They look nicely pigmented. I really want to try this purple, this sparkly purple. Excuse me one moment. Well, that's a little, no, you can see the purple in it. It looks like one of those mattes that you're going to have to really load up, though, in order to see it. But it's not a matte. That's kind of a sparkly color, unless there's just kind of a sparkly overlay on it. That's weird. But anyway, I have been wanting a travel palette because all of my makeup palettes are the 88 palettes, so they're huge. and I own very few individual shadows, so I'm like, I would like a smaller travel-friendly palette to take with me because I'm always going back and forth to my fiance's house, which is 2 hours away. So this is quite nice. I decided to try it out, and I might do a look with this because these shadows don't seem terrible. They're not sugar pill levels to me, but they're not terrible. Then something I'm very excited about, which I am wearing right now, is this liquid lipstick. I have been looking for, this is supposed to be a kissable. It's called a kissable matte liquid lipstick. I do not typically go for liquid lipsticks. I really just like regular lipstick type things. But this is a matte. I'm all about mattes. I am not a metallics or shimmer person most of the time. I do make exceptions. And I have been looking for a replacement for Shameless, and this is a pretty close, not a perfectly identical, but pretty close dupe for Revlon's Kissable Bomb Stain and Shameless. They just stopped making it and stopped selling it, and I can only get it from eBay for like $25. I can't do that to myself. So when I saw this nice, deep, beautiful purple, and it's called Nightfall, there were a couple other purple shades too. There was a more lilac color. There was then a slightly lighter raspberry color. But this has all of the classic liquid lipstick things. It's very dry on the lips. I recommend having very smooth lips, but it's beautiful. It goes on really smooth and nice. It dries down fairly quickly. It dries down really nicely, and as you can see, kiss proof, which will make my fiance extra happy. And I better get this off of my skin because I don't know how long this, if it stains or anything. But I was very excited to see that. So I will, if you want to know more about this Kokie elephant brand, or if you've had experience with them, let me know. And that is my drugstore haul, and I will see you for FCA Friday and for the next Makeup Monday. Bye. Oh yeah. This is some you can eat through a meal with this type of thing, liquid lipstick that we got going on here. Oh. This is rough coming off even with a makeup remover. Oh. Definitely gonna need some exfoliators. Thank goodness I bought that one. You know, I just ate with the lip color on, and it's still there. It's still nice. It's not quite set and dry yet, but I did just put a balm on over it right before I started this video because my lips were feeling dry. But the color, that pigment, it's still there. So I really like this. And I can deal with dryness if it's going to give me this kind of staying power.